Folks, and welcome to this week's discussion topic, and I'm going to talk about how we get you into your property prior to Christmas using an occupation agreement that we have spoken about before. Occupation agreements are quite a common thing that's used for a buyer to move into a property prior to settlement. It's especially important with just how close we are to Christmas at the moment, because it's quite possible if you're buying a property around now or over the next week or so that the banks will not be able to commit to actually having all the funds ready for you to settle, which might leave you in a little bit of a limbo land. Now, if the property you're purchasing is vacant or will be vacant over that Christmas and New Year period, what you should be doing is negotiating as part of your purchase an occupation agreement. Now, there's benefits both to the buyer and the seller. Obviously, if you're a buyer, the benefit is you get into your new property before you actually own it. And for the seller, they get someone looking after that property, which again, if it is vacant, has issues with maybe lawns needed to be mowed or the house needed to be maintained and upkept over this holiday period. And I'd rather have someone in my property than have it sit there vacant. That's what I feel about it. So for both buyer and seller, there can be a great benefit. As part of purchase price, you could negotiate a free occupation agreement. In other words, there's no rent to be paid on a week-by-week basis. However, there are times that a rent is negotiated. Again, that will probably depend on your purchase price. So the solicitors can organise an occupation agreement. It doesn't need to be signed by buyer and seller. It's actually the solicitors that prepare and agree to that agreement. And there's certain basic terms that just protect all parties. It's super, super common, and it's going to be a great way for you to still be enjoying your new property for Christmas. And if you own a vacant property, to not be worrying about it over that period because someone else is living in it. I hope that helps. See you next week.